Chapter 44. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After exiting the chat channel, Qin Feng continued to kill monsters. He looked up and saw the endless grassland in front of him. At that moment, his three talents of vision, smell, and hearing were fully activated. As soon as his figure flashed, he rushed towards the depths of the grassland. He must find the new beast as soon as possible, kill monsters and upgrade. This green grassland is very suitable for the growth of ferocious beasts, and there should be more ferocious beasts than in the bone burial wasteland. This was also the reason why he left the bone burial wilderness and came to this grassland. Sure enough, a quarter of an hour later, he discovered the situation. At this moment, he looked at the dirt bag in front of him with a wary expression. With his super gift of hearing, he had already heard a series of vague noises coming from under the dirt bag. There must be some vicious beast hiding down there. Thinking of this, he clenched the handle of the knife in his hand. In this danger-filled area of level 10 beasts, even beasts above level 10 will appear. Who would have expected what powerful monsters would appear next? Therefore, he dare not be careless. As soon as this idea came up, a sudden change occurred ahead. Boom! There was an explosion. The grass in front exploded and dust flew into the sky. A rock giant 8 feet tall with green grass on his head broke out of the ground. Its eyes were red, its body was made of gray rocks, and its aura was extremely astonishing. At this moment, it stared at Qin Feng coldly, the depths of its eyes filled with contempt. In fact, it had discovered Qin Feng a long time ago and was waiting for a sneak attack when this human passed by the dirt bag, unexpectedly. This human being was very alert and discovered it earlier. Monster, step stone giant. Mutated level, level 11. Combat strength assessment, 18 stars. Characteristics, fury, bloodthirsty, territory protection. Talent, earth control, level D. Skill. Explosion rate, 11%. Hey! It's actually a level 11 mutant monster. Skills are not available yet. Damn it! The combat power is 18 stars. This is much stronger than the 15-star two-headed hell dog. In addition, this monster actually mastered D-level talent. A D-level talent can only be mastered by a dozen or so humans in the entire novice village. This is also the first time he has seen a monster with D-level talent. The higher the talent, the stronger the strength. Qin Feng took a deep breath and did not dare to be careless. In this world full of killings, you can never go wrong with caution. After all, you only live once. Roar! With a low roar, the stone giant took the lead. With a wave of his hand, it threw out boulders the size of heads, hitting Qin Feng directly. As fast as cannonballs, Qin Feng quickly dodged and avoided. A strong wind roared. The round stone passed over Qin Feng's shoulder and hit the ground behind him. Bang! A muffled sound. The round stone made a big hole in the ground and exploded. Suddenly, gravel flew everywhere, dust flew up, and the power was terrifying. If it hits, even a level 10 strong person will be injured. This human, who was only at level 7, reacted so quickly that he actually avoided it. I'm afraid many level 10 humans can't compare to him. The stone giant was slightly surprised. Then, it waved its hand again and threw another round stone towards Qin Feng with its other hand. Qin Feng ducked again. The boulder flew past me again, but before he could take a breath, the stone giant threw another boulder. Just like this, it kept waving its hands, and one boulder after another, like cannonballs, blasted towards Qin Feng. Damn it! This monster has a long-range attack. Phew! 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 In the blink of an eye, the stone giant threw out more than a dozen round stones. Ha! 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 Qin Feng's figure flashed and avoided one by one. Bang! 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 Suddenly, those boulders fell into the air, blasting the grass in the field into darkness and causing dust to fly. At this moment, Qin Feng was also secretly rejoicing. Fortunately, he has shadow boots, which increases his movement speed, otherwise there is really no way to avoid them all. But this was not the way to go. He had to get close to the stone giant to kill it, and he couldn't keep being attacked by it. Otherwise, sooner or later he will make a mistake and be hit by it. With this in mind, he flashed his figure and killed the stone giant. The two sides were more than 10 meters apart, and Qin Feng was as fast as a ghost. Ha! 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 He turned and dodged several times in succession, and rushed to the stone giant. The distance between the two sides is only 1 meter. Boom! At this moment, the stone giant stamped his foot and the ground shook. Qin Feng was instantly alert, and his super hearing allowed him to hear something rushing up 3 feet below his feet. He quickly subconsciously moved to the side. Bang! There was an explosion. A sharp and long stone thorn rushed out from his side and almost stabbed him. Damn it! This monster can also use the ground stab skill to attack sneakily. The stone giant was also surprised. It also didn't expect that Qin Feng could avoid it. It was at this moment of shock that Qin Feng took action. A flash of cold light. He stabbed the stone giant in the heart with one strike. Click. There was a soft sound of rock exploding. Pfft. That knife penetrated deeply. Qin Feng suddenly breathed a sigh of relief, but the next second, he realized something was wrong. Not only did the stone giant not fall down in response, but he looked at him with a sneer on his face. Then, the palm wind suddenly appeared. The stone giant slapped his palm with all his strength, directly hitting Qin Feng's head, with an earth-shattering momentum. At this moment, there was a smile hidden in its eyes, and it seemed that in the next second, it would be able to beat Qin Feng into a pulp. Damn it! Qin Feng was startled and pulled out the long knife with a bang, but he had no time to avoid the palm. In the critical moment, he raised the knife's crossbar. The palm and the knife collided instantly. Bang! There was a shocking loud noise. Stone the giant's huge power knocked Qin Feng flying away. The next second, Qin Feng did a somersault and landed firmly on the ground. Hey! This human being is okay. The stone giant was shocked. Its huge power he slapped a level 10 human to death with one palm, but the human in front of him blocked it. Qin Feng also looked at the stone giant in shock. At this moment, he clearly saw that the wound on the heart of the stone giant was visible to the naked eye. He healed quickly and was back to his original state in the blink of an eye. Damn. It turns out that this stone giant's body has its own repair function. More importantly, its vital point is not the heart at all. That means that his previous knife was completely useless. It's fair to say that the stone giant in front of him is just a monster, not a flesh and blood body. I'm afraid it doesn't even have a heart. He used the characteristics of a living body to locate the weakness of this monster, which was wrong from the beginning. So how to deal with it? Where is this stone giant? Qin Feng thought in his mind. The stone giant also looked at him solemnly. This human strength is so terrifying. It is the only one he has seen in his life. At this moment, Qin Feng's eyes lit up, as if he thought of dealing with the stone giant. Method. At that moment, he flashed his figure and rushed towards the stone giant again. Roar. The stone giant roared, waved his hands continuously, and one after another pebble cannonballs were fired at him. Whoosh! 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 Qin Feng's figure flashed and rushed to the stone giant in an instant. Bang! 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 At this moment, 3 ground thorns broke out of the ground. Qin Feng was already prepared. He heard the sound and identified his position, and avoided all of them. Hula! The giant palm of the stone giant also smacked down wildly. Qin Feng turned sideways and avoided that palm. Bang! The palm swatted away and hit straight. The ground exploded and dust flew up. Qin Feng took the opportunity to dodge, stepped on its arm, and using his strength, he jumped more than 5 feet high and reached the giant stone man's chest. Before the giant stone man could react, he jumped to a height of more than 5 feet. Coming over, he slashed with his sword. Swish! A blade of light lit up in the air and passed through the giant's neck. Click! A crisp sound. The giant's huge head rolled down from the neck. Boom! The body of the stone giant suddenly collapsed and turned into a pile of rubble, finally killed. As soon as Qin Feng landed on the ground, a dazzling white light flew from the rubble and poured into his body. A warm feeling spread throughout his body. Successfully killed the level 11 step stone giant, mutated level, and obtained plus 1,400 energy points. Successfully kill the level 11 step stone giant, mutated level, for the first time, and gain +3 reputation points. Haha. 1400 energy points. There are still 3 points of reputation. So cool. Qin Feng is ecstatic. Successfully killed the level 11 step stone giant, mutated level, and a sea-level mission order was issued. Ha! Exploded. What is the mission order? Qin Feng was very curious and quickly stepped forward to check. Enjoy reading every day during the Mid-Autumn Festival, recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Grab a deposit now. Activity time, September 19th to September 21st.